All right, what's up, y'all? Welcome to episode 68 of the Flight Room Podcast. We're here on Flight Room TV. I'm joined here today with Remy Please and Keys. A topic we're going to start with today, we're going to talk about reincarnation. A lot of people, they think that we don't only live just one life. A lot of people might think that we'll come back as human beings. But if you decided, if you had the option to choose what you would come back as, anything other than human, what would it be?
I might want to come back as a maybe like an exotic bird or something. I've been walking my whole life, you know what I'm saying? I'm trying to fly. You know what I'm saying? Maybe do a little bit of flying, you know what I'm saying? And plus I ain't trying I want to be a animal that's like I don't really want to live like too long, you know what I'm saying? Like because if you get reincarnated, you get reincarnated again and again and again. So I'll probably be some type of bird or something. I'm just trying to fly. I always want to fly.
Just try to fly.
I'm just trying to fly. I just try to fly. You know what I'm saying?
What you got, Remy?
I was gonna say lion because just like the whole prestige, king of the jungle and all that shit. Even though they live in the plains, I don't really understood that. But yeah, king of the jungle, king of jungle. They pretty much fuck all day, but you still gotta protect your pride, and you still gotta be you still gotta fight on pretty much a week to week basis. But you kind of almost extinct too in certain areas because that's kind of fucked up. But I also I've been heavy into sharks lately with this whole Shark Week passing. Yeah, my fault. But the whole Shark Week passing, just I don't know. It's it's like a certain allure to sharks. They're totally unpredictable. You're scary, but just at the same time praised at almost. And I don't know.
Nobody fuck with no sharks, dog.
Yeah,
sharks don't even fuck with other sharks, really.
Nah,
they just be chilling.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, but the thing is, sharks will fuck you up and then just leave you. They won't eat you because they won't. Yeah, they're just I'm wilding out here and then just swim off.
Exactly, just for no reason.
All right, player.
Who else do that? Most animals kill to eat. They just be killing. You know
they that's what I'm saying. They're like the pit bulls of the sea. The way I was watching shit the other day. I was even watching how Jackass, they had a little special on Shark Week the other day. And they were sending people out there, and then one nigga got fucked up. I was like, damn, this is one of the times I actually seen somebody get fucked up off a Shark Week, willingly got fucked up.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I was gonna go with sharks because I was definitely thinking a great white shark. You know what I'm saying? I was thinking an apex predator, something that doesn't have a predator. You know what I'm saying? But since you say sharks, I'm gonna go with stay with another sea animal. I'm gonna go with dolphins. You know what I'm saying? They just look like they just be having fun. They look like I don't know anything else. They just look like they be having fun. They athletic as shit. They intelligent. They can communicate and they gang up and shit. Whenever somebody whenever they work together to whoever their opposition is. You know what I'm saying? So they're very intelligent. So.
Yeah, they're very intelligent. They got the whole that ancient you ever heard the Dogon tribe and stuff like that?
Yeah, I heard of them. Yeah, I don't know too much, but I've heard of them.
It was an ancient a species of dolphins that came out and talked to these people from this tribe of Africa, and like kind of like they gave him game about like the whole like Sirius constellation and stuff like that.
Yeah, they're in some of the writings. Those dolphins and shit. Yeah, it's crazy.
The whole doggone. But today's dolphins, I don't know if you know, they actually rape each other sometimes.
Oh, you're right. I heard about that.
Like male dolphins rape other male dolphins. It's kind of wild.
It's wild out here, dog. It's
you're right. I completely forgot about that part. Actually, you're right.
Can you imagine that?
I actually heard it. You're right. I actually read about that one time before.
If you taking your kids out to like some family vacation, they
just start raping that other dolphin,
and it's blowhole.
Otters do that shit too.
God,
otters do that shit too.
Yeah,
otters do. Otters,
yeah.
Too, yeah.
When you talking about otters,
yeah, and that's how you
went and looked it up.
Dolphins.
Yeah, and then the other time when I was doing them extracurricular activities and I was experimenting with some plant life, and then I was watching Planet Earth about otters. Them niggas don't give a fuck. They will attack alligators.
They're predators for real. You know, when they work together, yeah, they actually are.
And they look like cute little like water puppies and shit like that, but
not at all. They some dangerous animals, young. Do not just don't ever think you can just pet an otter, young. I would never do that shit. Don't get it twisted.
You're like, nah, I'm good.
Look it up. Look it up yourself. But just look up like the dark side of otters or some shit. You'll
yeah. I think it's like a 5-minute video on YouTube that show like their whole like their gang. They be gang.
Yeah.
What about an ant? I think it would kind of be cool to be an ant.
Hell no. Nah.
The niggas like super strong.
But I'm saying though, but I'm saying like, okay, let's say you're an ant in like in the jungle, like you to be a part of a colony that's like your whole, you know what I'm saying? Like you are like everybody's like working towards like one goal. You know what I'm saying? Versus like what the fuck we be doing.
I ain't mad at that. I ain't mad at that concept.
I think that would be kind of cool.
That would be a cool experience. That would be to see what that's like. Let me see. Damn. I don't want to be anything that can get stepped on because I look at it like, look how easy it is for us to just step on an ant and step on a bug. Like, why would you want to be anything that humans don't even like? Like, at least if it was like a dog or something, we would care. People be empathetic, but don't nobody really care about bugs for the most part. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know if I want to be a bug.
Let me fly.
Yeah, I like the whole flying aspect. A falcon or a majestic eagle.
An eagle or some shit like that.
Yeah, a bald eagle. Have you ever seen a bald eagle?
Yeah, that's one of them joints that'll make you back up.
You be like, oh my gosh.
Yeah, that shit is fucking huge.
Like if even like in Southern Maryland, like I've been like a couple of jobs out Southern Maryland. You just like see it like on that's Potomac River, I think. Yeah, Potomac River, and you just see like a majestic.
It actually make you say, "What the fuck is that?"
You know what?
You be like, "Yo, that shit is fucking huge."
They just pick up like small dogs and shit.
I don't know. For some reason, you ever seen like a deep blue, like a blue heron before, and you see how them shits be flying? Like, man, them joints be. I swear that I feel like they be talking to me or something. I'm telling you, like they just be looking so like just peaceful, and they just fly in a straight line, and they just the blue color just. So I don't know. Those animals like I don't know. That bird is. I might even reincarnate as one of them joints. Like I'm actually I actually fuck with them.
Right.
Joints.
Do you believe? Have you ever been reincarnated? Do you believe this is the first?
I feel like sometimes I be having like consistent like memories that I don't know why. Like of times that I don't know why I be thinking as if I experienced these. Like I told you, I always think that like we have memories of the 20s. I'm like, why the fuck do I have these memories of the 20s? They don't make no fucking sense. You know what I'm saying? Like it's weird.
I definitely believe in reincarnation for sure.
Do you believe that you have been reincarnated?
I think so.
I'd probably say yeah.
I think so. Because like just like Lighthouse just said, man, like there are some aspects, like you said, you just gotta have a random thought, like where the fuck did that just come from? Like it's not like you even, you know what I'm saying? Like it feels like it's more of like a presence, an unknown presence that kind of takes over and then it leaves. You know what I'm saying?
Do you believe?
I wouldn't even say a memory. I say more like a vision. It's like I see myself in a place in the past. You know what I'm saying? It has nothing to do with my life now. It's like, what the fuck is that?
Is it like a dream state or is just?
it's literally like as if it's a memory, like how you picturing something in your head. You know what I'm saying? At least for me, like I said, it's like a vision. So I don't have to. It's not really dreaming. It's just I don't know.
It's just there.
Or do you
Yeah, it's
think
just
that's
there. Exactly, it's just there. Like it's weird.
Do you think that's like your ancestors passing down like certain DNA? You know, because like his memory stored in DNA. You think
It
it's
could
that, or
be.
do you think it's you? What they call that shit? They call that shit something.
It could be. It could be both. I have no idea, but I you know, I don't know.
What do they call that?
I mean, to think to think that I mean,
Or it could
reincarnation is
just be
something.
genetic. It could be just genetic, right? Like I
Right,
don't.
because
I
it's in
mean,
your DNA.
it's in your DNA. Yeah. So maybe, and you know how they say like you come. You know, you're a cell. You know, who
It's
came
called
from.
it's called
Yeah.
epigenetic memories.
Right, and
Yeah.
that's a
It's
real
like
thing.
yeah, because you come from your parents, so it's like almost like your parents' memories. Like you came from them. You know what I'm saying? Like you are
Right.
the
Right.
cells that were them. The cells, like the experiences that they had, the cells in their bodies, they pass all those experiences down to you, type shit. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of like that. And
So
then
it's
you become a duplication of their cells, like which has now new experiences on top of their old ones.
Right.
You
You
know,
just passing it on.
so it's just
Yep.
like it's almost like yeah, yeah, that's really what that shit is.
and prior all that trauma and stuff,
Yeah,
definitely
exactly. All that shit, and they pass it down genetically,
for
which is
sure
crazy.
transfers.
Definitely, definitely, 100%.
That's why you gotta be careful in this life.
That's
You know
why
what I'm
you got
saying?
and
You
treat
gotta
your
be
kids
careful what
good
you
too.
do.
Treat
Yeah,
your
for sure.
kids good too, bro.
Pass that
Yeah,
piece
Yeah.
down. Yeah.
for
You don't want
sure,
to keep
yo.
passing that shit down, man.
Epigenetic. We need to do a whole podcast on that epigenetic memories.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
But but do you have like reoccurring dreams?
I do. I mean, I
I
used
used
to.
to have these dreams when I was a kid that reoccurring over and over again, and then they just went away, and I haven't had them. I probably haven't had that dream. It's just one dream that I used to have where I would like go into the basement, and it just would be like this lady, this old lady in a chair, and she would always have her back to me.
Oh
Oh
my
And
God,
shit.
why
then when
don't
I
say
would
it
come
like that?
downstairs, when I would come right, and then when I would come downstairs, she would just turn around and it was like I guess it was like a demon, and she would just be like this, and I would
Oh
just
shit.
freeze, and I would freeze, and I would just freeze, and I couldn't move, and that would be like the nightmares, like I couldn't run away, I would freeze. You know what I'm
Huh.
saying? So, and I probably had that dream multiple times, but then, and I still remember it, even though I haven't had it since a kid. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So,
Yeah, I remember like in my 20s, I used to have like these reoccurring dreams where it's always like an end of the world scenario, and I'm like, leading the forge, and I'm like, if you want to survive, follow me, and it'd be like that type shit. It's always like that, like end of the world, uh, like I don't know, like a revolution or a cataclysmic type event. It's like, oh, if you want to survive, follow me, that type shit.
I
Yeah.
always mine's was this. I used to dream about this. I would call it like the man in the moon. For whatever reason, like I would like it would be like this moon man figure like on the moon, but like wherever I went, like he would like follow me, but then like somehow, some way, I would wind up like falling off the moon, and me fall. You know that falling in your dream.
Oh yeah, that should be
It
like
then it's like it then like wake me up, and I would have that shit constantly over and over and over as a kid. But like you said, like I haven't had that shit
why can't
since
they?
then. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? It's
why can't they explain dreams and like that instantaneous moment when like you be like it's like the end of the dream and like you wake up like that brief point
yeah.
like all that stuff wraps up in your dream and then you wake up like that all that time can't be wrapped up in that one moment where you wake up like that really should. I don't know.
but see, you gotta understand that you are now you're in a different state. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? Like you're in
And
a different state in time, like your
time
perception
doesn't
of time
exist to be. It actually
is
doesn't exist at all because
there is nothing.
how many times have you like dozed off like and then you probably felt like you had a full dream and woke up it was like 15 minutes past.
Right.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It felt like you had like a ton of experiences in your dream, wake up about 15, 20 minutes past. So
Yeah.
that's just
You
there you go.
astral plane and this shit.
Yeah,
You know
for
what I'm
real.
saying?
Like for real.
Right, so speaking about astral playing, bro, do you believe that when you ascend to, either heaven or hell. This is all hypothetical because nobody really know. When you ascend to heaven or hell, do you think that's a different dimension? Do you think you astral plane into this dimension? Do you think it's just your consciousness and not your physical body? Obviously, but yeah. What do you think of this whole? This is also like a subscriber submission too. If y'all ain't know,
That's a tough question.
If heaven and hell just another astral plane or dimension that only the energy of our conscious can travel to. I think heaven or hell is a state of mind. You know what I'm saying? I think heaven can be something you can reach. I guess it's just in your conscience. You know what I'm saying? But it's still like manifests physically. But if we talking about after you die, you know what I'm saying? Are we talking about like after you pass? Are we talking about that?
Yeah, that's a good question. Because that does make a difference.
You know what I'm saying? Because I think that heaven and hell is just a state of being. And I think you can always go up to higher levels. You know what I'm saying? You can always go down to lower levels. You know, so.
Yeah, because if you're talking like you said, Lighthouse, if we're talking about like, okay, heaven where God is, right? So you die and you go to heaven. I personally don't think that is, well, first things first, we know that God isn't bound by laws, or the supernatural being isn't governed by laws. So to put God in a dimension or another dimension would mean that entity is bound by that dimension.
Bars, yeah, okay.
You know what I'm saying? So, and that's not possible. You know what I'm saying? So I don't think it's necessarily a dimensional thing. I do think that the consciousness, though, that's I think that's something that still remains to be explored. Like what happens, because it's like they say, when
that's the biggest what if.
To be absent from the body is to so-called be in the presence of God. So if that is the case,
but even that's not as literal as it sounds when it says
I
be absent
know.
of the body. Yeah, okay, I thought you were saying like to be dead, like if somebody was to die. I thought you meant
Right, but that's what that's what I'm saying. So it's like, all right, so how, like, it's like what is death really? You know what I'm saying? Like what it, like one would have to answer, like, what do you think? You know what I'm saying? Because if we're talking about life, something that has, if we're talking about something that's living, it has a consciousness, it has, you know what I'm saying? I don't know. This is a tough question. But nah, to answer it, I think that no. I think that I don't think that it's a dimensional type of thing. I think that there's another something that we just don't, this just can't be explained, you know?
I don't know what you think, Remy.
For sure, it's a state of consciousness, right?
Mm-hmm.
For sure.
Or a state of spirit, like the state of your spirit, I guess you would say, right? Like the higher you, because I guess your consciousness is kind of like a tool to use to raise your spirit. You know what I'm saying? So I think that the way you rate, the higher your spirit, I guess that's where that's where you move to heaven. You know what I'm saying? It's like the higher you move up, the closer you get to God per se. You know, the higher you raise your spirit, the more you're God like, the more you're spirit like. You know what I'm saying? I guess if that makes sense. And when you go to hell, you're more in your ego, you're more in your body, you're more, you know what I'm saying? You're more bound, you know what I'm saying, to the physical life, I guess you would say. You know, you're more into your ego. So if that makes sense, if that makes sense. So
because I feel like when you astral plane, like you have a choice of where you go, and I think if you, I mean, even though you do have a choice of whether you're going to heaven or hell, ultimately, there's, I think like when you ultimately go to hell, like there's no getting out that shit. Like you can't level up about the shit. You know what I'm saying?
Wait, say that one more time. I mean,
you can't level up out hell.
I think you can. What do you mean? I think it's like all like a polarity. You know what I'm saying? You can move up and down the joint. You know,
I don't think so. But all right. But what per se, like, what is hell? Like, I mean, if hell is here on Earth, then Yeah, you can level up. But if hell is like another place where you can go after, you
saying
paid your dues
after?
here.
You're
Yeah,
talking about after you pay. All right.
after you paid your dues, you can't level up.
But isn't that why we keep coming back, because we aren't leveling up, so we keep reincarnating back. Keep coming back to this physical life
And
over and over again.
that's what
Because I don't know. Yeah,
Buddhists believe that they believe you reincarnate until you reach nirvana, until you reach enlightenment. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but how many times are you going to be able to do? I don't know. So you think hell is like I don't know, state of being as far as what you surround yourself? Because I don't know. I was reading this book. It's called like The Perception of Heaven and Hell by like Aldous Huxley,
Mm-hmm.
and it's like all pretty much like what you like. You can either like build yourself a hell perceptively, or you can build yourself a heaven. You know what I mean? Your optimism. What you want to do, or
Yeah.
hell, you can build yourself. You can put a gate around you. Keep. What I'm saying? Oh, I can't do this. I can't. Obtain this stuff.
Light.
Yeah, I can't obtain. Oh, true. I can't. I can't obtain, XYZ, in this state. So yeah.
All right, but look, how about this question though? All right, what if your perception of heaven and hell all depends on where you from, where your environment. Like, let's say if you come from
let me get the
let's
lights.
say I'm not even talking about. I'm talking about like the terrain. Like, let's say you live like close to a damn volcano or some shit like that, and it's just I don't know. I'm just trying to think of like where's some harsh conditions. You know what I'm saying? Like your perception of heaven might be like in a harsh ass place, because that you can only fathom that because you've never seen comfort. You see what I'm trying to say? Is like you've never seen it comfortable. So to you, let's say you live in like Siberia where the weather is just terrible, and I'm just throwing a hypothetical out there. But like let's say people who, if you a person who grew up in that culture, your perspective of heaven might be different from a person who grew up in the tropical area. You know what I'm saying? So see sandy beaches, you know what I'm saying, sunny skies. What I'm saying? It might be just a difference of perspective based off where you come from,
Yeah,
see, like basically like that's what I mean. Like if you from Siberia, you get harsh winters. Your God on a positive light might be, be minimal, what I'm saying, compared to a person who's used to sunny skies. Their God might be plentiful. You know what I'm saying? Like if that makes sense. You know what I mean? Like they might, from the people from a harsher place might think God is a more harsher God. You know what I'm saying? Someone from a sunny, warmer place might think God is a, positive God, a warmer God. You know what I'm saying?
So you're saying like you condition your heaven, like you
based off kind of what what you're used to. Does that make sense?
Yeah, that's
then it's all based on perspective, then, right? It's all based on.
It's all based on, right? Yeah.
That's pretty much what the book I was reading about. Yeah.
The kingdom of God is within you, right?
And then there you go. So it's all an individual. It's all an individual relationship, all individual thing. You know what I'm saying? With the creator, as they would say, it's all our own individual journeys, I guess you would say.
Right.
It's all about what you make. It's all about what you make it. We all born in different situations with different, problems, different things we got facing, and you got to figure that out. That's part of why you here.
Yeah, no, I agree with that.
I remember. You remember that old ass movie with Keanu Reeves? The whole Bill and Ted shit.
Yeah, I remember that.
Like, I remember like their like hell, when they went to hell, it was like personalized to them. Like it was like the your worst scenario, that you grew up with. Like he was like, what I mean.
Yeah.
It was just huge, like replaying this one like scenario over and over, and that was his like personal hell.
That's why, like in most movies, when like most demonic movies or something, whenever like the demon is possessing or trying to mess with the other person, they always show that person's weakness,
vulnerabilities,
their vulnerabilities, that they're dead. You know what I'm saying? Their kid died in a car accident because they were drunk driving, or something. So they showed like the kid, and you know what I'm saying, because that person is vulnerable to that, and that's that person's hell.
Yeah, I think my personal hell would be like just me, just like sitting in traffic, just like just like eternity, just in the hot ass like leather seats, hot belt seatbelt buckles, terrible music on the radio. That would be like my personal hell.
Hey, what was that movie that I remember you put in the group chat that one time, Brian, where they had like they moved into a new neighborhood and then they had like a baby delivered to them and they was trying to leave the neighborhood and they just kept going in there like
Varvarium.
Oh my gosh! When I seen that shit, I was like, that would drive me fucking crazy, bro. Could you imagine that shit? That movie was wild. Yeah.
That joint actually made you feel.
Yeah, the preview made me like I felt anxiety. I did. I felt there you go. I felt claustrophobic. Watching that shit made me want to just get out. You know what I'm saying? Just watching that shit.
Like, that's this is what I was talking about.
Okay.
It also talk a lot about mushrooms and mescaline and peyote and all that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah.
You have that?
I got it on
audiobook.
Ebook.
Oh, ebook. All right.
Yeah. Yeah, man. Super. I mean, everybody want to know what you don't know.
Hey, that what's your college one was crazy. Growing up, the Pastor Troy, Heaven and Hell,
vice versa. Yeah, that's what everything about too.
That song was crazy.
That's
pretty much.
That's actually what like a lot of like legit Freemasons talking about. Like, what if it was flipped around? Like, what if Lucifer is God, and what if it's reversed? Like,
that would.
So that kind of make me ask questions about Pastor.
But even for it to be reversed, there had to be one and the same, then, right? It's just two different ends of the same spectrum.
As above, so below.
So I mean,
yeah,
we grew up with some wild shit.
Yeah, but
for sure.
But yeah, since we on the, we talking about dreams and just waking up or whatever the hell. Just if you could wake up tomorrow with a new skill, like what would it be? You know what I'm saying? We talk about traveling the astral planes. Like, what if you could go to an astral plane, grab a skill, and come back? You know what I'm saying, into the physical life with a new talent or some shit like that. Like, what would you be if you could wake up tomorrow with a new skill?
Astral planer.
Astral planer.
Right. But I think that's something you can do now though. I think you can probably do that shit now. I think
that's it. I mean, I want like monk level astral planer.
Oh, okay, I feel you. Like to be complete control of your dreams, like all the time. Yeah.
Yep. Inception type astral planer.
I wouldn't mind. I don't know. I don't know. I guess maybe be a mechanic because I'll be getting so sick of goddamn tired. I'm fucking taking my shit someplace for some shit I can fix my own goddamn self. And I know that I could do it. I just don't know how to.
YouTube University.
I would not mind putting in the work to learn how to
YouTube University.
The shit on my fucking car, yo. You know what I'm saying? And then turn that into a business. That's definitely something I would do. Because I know I'm already handy, but like knowing my way around like transmission and how to rebuild a transmission and all that shit like that. Man, that shit takes, you know what I'm saying? Because every mechanic ain't the same as the other mechanic. Some mechanics suck. You just take your money, your shit fucked up. But yeah, mechanic is be something I want. I wouldn't mind having that skill.
I would say restoration. I could probably make a lot of money as far as like restoring houses, from the ground up. Buy something on the short, build it up.
Are you gonna need a mechanic, nigga?
Nah, I'm talking about houses, flipping that shit.
But you gotta get there. Your car gotta get you there.
Sir.
I am here.
You already try and fucking finesse. That's part of being a mechanic, finessing motherfuckers.
Come here, boy.
You always trying to finesse. What else? I'll say I don't know. What about like a magician? I feel like magicians can get bitches.
Magician bitches. Oh man!
Like you walk up in a party and do like a card trick or something. Like,
right?
Wow, he's so mysterious.
Yes, I want him. I want to be on here.
You know what
A
else
magician? I think every kid at some point wanted to be a magician.
Of course.
You know what I'm saying? Like, just because it's like the illusion of just like tricking somebody.
Mm-hmm.
I know what I'm doing and you don't. You know what I'm saying? So,
because that's always the question. Is like, how did you do that?
Right. Yeah, I wouldn't. Yeah, I like that answer. A magician.
A magician.
That'd be kind of cool, you know. Because you can definitely make bread off of it.
I don't even want to make bread. I just want to like show up at a party, you know, a little dinner party or a Super Bowl party, and then stay off to the side and be like, hey, look what I can do right here. Boom, boom, boom. Like, oh my gosh, what's your name again? It's the great.
It's the great.
The great Randall.
Said the great Randall.
Yeah.
That'd be the name though.
That's not a bad name.
That'd actually be the
one.
I
like that.
That'd be the one.
They're like, oh my gosh. But you know what else I can do? Like, I don't know. What else can you do? I'll tell you later. Here's my number. And then just slide off. Oh, he's so mysterious.
I gotta go, guys. Can I take the balcony? Oh man.
But Lighthouse, what skill would you want to wake up with?
I probably wanted to be like a martial artist or some shit like that. Like, you know
See,
what I'm I think
these are like all like childhood dreams.
Yeah, that'd be a cold ass joint though. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't know. When you grow up watching the martial arts movies, now you thinking like that's like the top of the line fight because it'd be one nigga like just dropping 12, 15 people at one time, and it's never just a boxer. It's usually somebody using hands and feet. So I think that's definitely a skill. I think that's worthy of developing. I think.
But have you ever seen that shit in real life though?
Nah,
never. Never.
Nigga, you about to get your ass.
I've actually never seen that shit.
Have you ever just seen like a nigga just like clean up like just like 6 people at the bar? Nope.
Never.
Nope.
Actually, it was that one video, but he wasn't a martial artist though.
He was like a UFC fighter.
Nah, he was a UFC. I thought he was just a big ass nigga. Like I thought the party on the boat where the dude was just knocking out everybody. Remember, it was a boat party, and the dude just knocked out like 8 dudes, just like one at a time, just laying out everybody. That's probably the only time I ever seen that in life ever.
He's probably sober and everybody was drunk.
It might have been that.
It might have just came down to that.
Because he was laying them out too easy.
That's magic.
Mm-hmm.
Big old magic. Anybody else got it? We can move on to this last wild ass subject.
What last wild ass subject? What is
it? Your boy what's his like legit I don't know. Robin from Batman, man, is bisexual now. I don't know how to preview this shit.
What's up with that? So explain.
I mean,
what happened? Like what?
We can be up in arms, but I kind of seen this shit coming because this nigga was wearing like just tighty whities at one point with his legs out and like pointed shoes. So I could kind of see this shit coming, but it's also a fucking child comic. Even though some of the shit is gruesome, but even if some of these like comics are rated R, are they about to show this nigga busting down people or him getting bust down? Like I don't want to like.
Yeah, because what's the point of even putting it in there? You know what I'm saying? Unless it's going to be something, like they have to add some storyline to, towards the sexuality.
Right.
So what's the point? What other point would it be to even?
It's like why now? Like what was?
Yeah.
Right. This whole
time
series has been out since like what the 60s or some shit like that.
Yeah. And they got the Teen Titans version of them, which is like a kid. So what are they gonna start making the kid, bisexual now and shit? Like, I don't know, but it's just like, I don't see the point, like, because I don't think if they superheroes fighting, crime and shit like that, like what that got to be part of the storyline for? Like, I don't see the point, especially when it's something that's being marketed towards kids,
Right, exactly, and I think that's the biggest issue.
Right.
Some people can say like, it's about they have the adult versions of these Batman movies and shit. But I even remember back in the day when the real version of the Batman movie came out, they were still having McDonald's toys with the the Batman cars and shit like that, the Catwoman toys,
1983.
These was real life versions of Batman and Robin or whatever. So for right now, you can't separate Batman and Robin from children. You just can't do it. Like, it's impossible. So I mean, I don't see the point.
And his name is Dick Grayson.
This shit wild.
So baby, this was so you basically saying this was predictive programming. That's basically what you were saying.
I mean, when did this start?
That shit crazy.
Yeah, I don't know when Robin
came on the scene. All right, I ain't even gonna say that though. I just had to
Huh? What?
Nothing. I'm just saying, the boy wonder.
True.
Wow. I don't know. A little Peter Panish going on right now.
Yeah. Same with the pointy shoes and the tidy whities.
So he's been Peter Pan this whole damn time.
Probably. Orphan.
Wow, young. Hey, hold on. You might be on something. There might be some similar storylines going on right now.
And he changed his name a bunch of times, so he's probably like living double lives.
But why now, though?
Because everything's accelerated.
This is the move right now. This is this is hot right now. That's what's hot in these streets right now. So
he a hot boy.
Goddamn. Can't have shit.
Oh my goodness. I hope they don't do it like in like.
Though? Who you think is next though?
You said who next?
Yeah, what cartoon? Who's next? Oh, Tweety Bird came out too, right?
What? He a fucking bird?
Nah, I swear I heard some shit say Tweety Bird came out or some shit like that. I promise.
What?
How is like cartoon characters coming out though? That's wild. Like, just think about that alone though. Like,
right, that don't even.
Right, don't have like a anatomy.
Nigga's a fictional character. How he coming out? Like, because there was never a Robin. There was never. You know what I'm saying? Like that was never part of the storyline the whole time. So why does he have to come out? Like, why couldn't that just been part of the cartoon the whole damn time? Why does he have to come out? Like, let him come out in the cartoon. You know how like people come on TV and they come out. You know what I'm saying? Like, let him come out as a cartoon. Let him come out on the show. Why is he like he's a fictional character? You see what I'm saying?
A fictional character having an effect on actual humans. That's crazy. Bisexual too, not even just fully gay.
That mean you gay,
bisexual.
The whole bisexual.
Even about that, it's just the fact that
like, I'm just saying they labeled it.
What does got to do with kids? You know what I'm saying? Like, damn.
Nothing at all.
This ain't got shit to do with kids.
Nothing at all.
I was not thinking about this shit when I was watching Batman at all. Like, at all. Not even a little bit. I was not thinking about that shit at all. And even when they like had their little girlfriends and they love interests, it was just like, all right, that's his girl. And then but you ain't thinking about that shit. You think about how he about to whip some ass. Like, you think
Star
about
Fox.
He about to fight the Joker and shit. You ain't thinking about his relationship. And nobody give a fuck about that shit.
As a matter of fact, Batman and Robin was just you watched it for the action. You know what I'm saying? The fight scenes and shit like that. The masculinity of it, actually. You know what I'm saying? Like, fighting. Now this nigga's just sliding in the Batmobile.
All right, but hold on. He was hanging out with Batman all this time, though.
That's what you mean. Batman was a creeper.
Hey, the Penguin.
He said the Penguin.
What they got to do with anything?
That's what I'm saying.
I was just saying, what does any of this shit got to do with anything? I was just throwing shit out there like they did.
Lord.
Now they said the Penguin was gay though.
Man, you just say anything now, man. You try to be funny. You did not say the Penguin did not say that shit. Super Friends too, though.
You said what?
The Super Friends.
Who's all in there?
I don't know. Like Batman and or the Justice Squad. My bad. Or the what's it called?
Nah, it's definitely Super Friends.
Oh, it is Super Friends.
Yeah.
One of them joints. But it's still weird though. I don't feel the point of cartoons coming out. They're not real people, so I don't see the point. I don't get it. Real people, that's a different story. Cartoons, I don't see the point. Especially when we associate cartoons with kids. That's all I have to say about it.
Yeah,
makes
it's
absolutely
a kid
zero.
cartoon.
Makes absolutely zero sense.
It's a kid cartoon.
And even like Batman, Robin, they came. I mean, I don't know. Were they intention for kids when they first came out, or did it just happen like that?
I don't know.
Yeah.
Are they just tools?
It's the whole imaginary element. Yeah,
are they just tools of? Are they just tools of social engineering? Superheroes.
Nah, it's got to be made for kids.
Yeah, you thought somebody was just like, oh, okay, let me make these stories just so kids can have a good time.
Hopefully. I don't know.
But you were saying like, what's next?
I don't know. Anything is possible at this point.
You see that
oh shit.
It was like one video of like some like White House ambassador was like running through the White House trying to get people like to do vaccines and stuff, and it was like it's like the fruitiest nigga you ever seen.
Nah, what?
Yeah. Like these like they like using their politician dollars for this shit. He's like some TikTok influencer. What we on, bro?
That's what we doing. I guess that's what we on. I guess. I guess that's what them niggas was on. I ain't knowing that shit. Niggas be wild.
But if niggas did the same thing to them, then it'd be a problem though.
Huge problem.
Yeah, this shit's super gay. I ain't gonna play it.
That's just super gay.
Yeah, it's like, why? How's this allowed, bro? When it's like people like so-called like dying, you know what I mean, in overfilled hospitals. This don't got like 126 down thumbs and 2 up thumbs. But yeah, it's people dying everywhere, and you got this fucking sissy fucking prancing through the fucking White House.
When was that?
I don't know, a few days ago. With the fucking checkerboard floors and everything.
Wow.
Yeah, you know what they doing.
Yeah. I ain't gonna play it, but if anybody want to look it up, just look up TikTok influencer White House. Y'all look that shit up. But yeah, we can get up out of here and we can carry the show into overtime.
OT.
We might have Chaz joining with us. Hopefully P join us. Hopefully Simo join us. All this. But yeah, this another episode of Flight Room Podcast. You know, we kept a little light today. You know, we've been filming extra shit this week. Might even film some Saturday. I don't know, depending on P. But yeah, stay close and stay tuned. Flight Room Podcast. Fuck with y'all.
All right, peace.
Peace.